hunting,
fishing,
cooking,
camping,
conservation,
travel,
gardening,
photography, family.
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 This is the Outdoor Rules Podcast. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Outdoor Rules Podcast. This is going to be part 2 of our Argentina episodes. Really fun. By now, unfortunately, you may actually know that Argentina did not, in fact, win the World Cup, although we left that part in at the end of the episode because we sounded so hopeful that that's what was going to happen. Sorry, Julian, for Argentina's loss, but I bet you guys will be right there again in the next World Cup in 2030. So anyway, if you haven't heard part 1 of this Argentina episode, you probably want to go back and listen to that one. You get a ton of context on what we're talking about and meet our guest, Julian Cabral, who owns Massive Trout Fly Fishing in Bariloche, Argentina. And we talk all about Bariloche in that first episode. And today we're going to move on to parts farther north in Argentina. It's an amazing country. It's a wonderful place to visit, and it makes for a couple of great episodes. So let's get right into it. Thanks for listening. I think we went to Mendoza next. And
right, because it was Christmas. And we flew on New Year's Day.
That's right, because we had that was an interesting cultural thing too. I think we may have arrived Christmas Eve. And Christmas is not as right. But Christmas is not as big a deal as New Year's. Yes.
Yeah.
Is that fair, Julian? Like New Year's is a bigger deal there? No?
Kind of. Yeah, I mean, Christmas is more a religion thing. Some people, they are not Catholic. So some people celebrate, some people know. Wasn't like that in the past. Everybody celebrate Christmas like big time when I was a kid. Now changed a little bit. Everybody's waiting for New Year.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wear white clothes, and they just get really ready for that. So yes, you're right. Change over the years, but yes, it's a big thing. It's a big thing here.
Because I think you're right. I think we had dinner in Bariloche New Year's Eve and then left there on New Year's Day.
And we couldn't get a cab home.
Right. It was really hard. Like there were a lot of people not working on New Year's Day, so we had a hard time getting a taxi from the airport to the place we were staying.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. Yeah.
And Mendoza is what, Caitlin? Like what's there?
It's wine country, like the heart of, at least probably the tourism side, the heart of wine country. Malbec.
Yes. Julian, tell us about wine in Argentina, because this is an interesting story too, I think.
Yeah, I mean, wine, we have good conditions in that area, Mendoza and San Juan. San Juan, too, is another province close to Mendoza. You have those kind of temperature gaps from the night to the day, where it's a huge difference. It's super cold in the night and super warm during the day. And besides the soil that we have close to that area, that create amazing conditions for wines in general. That's it. I mean, but what is really Argentinian thing is the Malbec grape. We have another type of wines that you don't find in other places, like Torrontés.
Mm-hmm.
Torrontés is a kind of sweet white wine. Torrontés grape, you don't find it, and it's a really good wine. It's a kind of a Chardonnay, but sweeter, So yeah, it's a big explode in the last 20 years. I mean, a lot of wineries, and they are making now these food tours with 5-6 courses. With every course of meal, they give you a different wine.
We experienced that.
I wanted to ask Caitlin about that because do you remember the winery in in Mendoza? It was like one of the ones in town.
Azul.
It might have been Azul. But like describe that experience because
yeah. I mean, it was insane because just like Julian described, it was, 5 or 6 courses, and you would think that you come out with
this was lunch. This was a lunch.
Yeah, you come out with a little bit of wine like this with each course, but it was a full glass. And if you hadn't finished your course, but you finished your glass of wine, they'd come and fill it up again.
Yeah. You ended up drunk.
Oh,
big time.
I guarantee you that I have never been more drunk at lunch. It was, and it was, I mean, the food was amazing. The wines, and I am not a wine guy, but the wines were amazing. The experience was amazing. Like the whole thing, again, it's just like this kind of magical thing. It was.
Well, we had planned the day to go tour a whole group of different wineries all day. And the first winery we stopped at is the one that we had lunch at. We were all so drunk we had to go home. we couldn't go to any more wineries.
Kind of it for the day.
Yeah. It's exactly that. I mean, if you know it, you don't drink so much in the first ones,
Right.
So, but it's like that. It's like that. It's becoming a boom, in terms of tourism. Mendoza is a great province too.
Yeah.
It's not part of Patagonia. Mendoza is not part of Patagonia. It's a little bit northern from the first province of Patagonia. Patagonia is just a region,
Right.
But yeah, I mean, all the wine experience in Argentina is just outstanding,
Yes. And the Malbec, I mean, it's really it's kind of fun as an outsider to see how proud I think Argentinians are of Malbec, because that's more of like a recent thing, like the last 40 or 50 years, right?
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's just go really well with the meat that we have too. I think that everything starts with the beef here. We start like exporting beef many years ago. The best quality to Europe, to United States, but mostly for Europe. Um, and then like they just add to that the wine, the Malbec wine. They just figured it out. They just realized that it's a great blend in between both things. So now we are exporting like a lot of Malbec wine, good quality, and it's exactly what you say before. You go to the grocery store and you can get one of the best wines in the country for $10.
Yeah.
I have a
That's it.
question. Do you
Yeah.
do you drink Malbec?
Oh yeah, I drink Malbec, not every day, of course, but we have bottles in my house all the time. It's always a glass, okay, a glass. So we just drink a glass sometimes. Of course, we drink not a lot, but a bottle during the weekends because we have the barbecues with the family or the asados. We call the asados. Um,
Do you have a favorite?
so yes, we drink now. Craft beer becoming more popular with young people, but they drink wine too. So yeah, I mean, some is good, some is good. It's like everything. If you drink too much, it's not good.
Yeah.
You end up drunk at lunch.
Yeah. But yes, it's a yeah. I just grow up seeing my grandfather, my father just drinking a good Malbec.
Do you have a favorite? Like your go-to?
Well, I mean, there are many Malbecs, many wineries, but if you need to pick one that is good wine and not so expensive, it's the Trumpeter. For sure, you saw it or you know it, like Trumpeter. I think is Navarro Correa or something like that, the winery, but it's really good. Then you have all the Catena Zapata. Catena Zapata winery is one of the best, for real, one of the best wines, Malbec in the world, but the prices are kind of high. But Trumpeter, if you can find that wine there, awesome.
Do you ever drink Malbec when you're in the States?
Yes, I can find here Trapiche and
Mm-hmm.
Alamos.
Mm-hmm.
Both, I don't know, taste different. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
they don't use the cork. They just put some screw on it. That lose quality there. Um, but yeah, you can find them. You can find them. And of course, if you can buy good stuff, you go through Amazon or
Yeah.
all these websites. Yeah, I need drink at least a little bit of wine when I'm here. I need to drink some mate when I'm here. I need to just keep going my own things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we spent a couple days in wine country there in Mendoza. Really had a nice time. I don't think it. I'm gonna have to look up that winery. I think Azul was one that we went to out. That's a Uco Valley.
Uco Valley, yeah.
I think Azul was the first one we went to in Uco Valley. I think
Okay.
the winery I'm thinking of was is it Luján de Cayo?
Sí,
Yeah, which is more
Luján de
like
Cuyo.
okay. See, I told you I would mispronounce all kinds of places today.
But I understand. I understand.
um, but anyway, really cool because I mean, Mendoza is like, I don't know anything about wine country anywhere else, but there's kind of like parts to it or areas within Mendoza that you can get to from.
I mean,
Yeah.
we have a what was it, Lagarda?
Lagarda,
That's
that
what it
was
was.
the
Oof.
winery.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really good too. I mean, it's hard to just get disappointed in terms of good quality wine in Mendoza.
Yep.
I mean, even the smallest winery, they are producing maybe a small batch of bottles that they are really, really good.
Yep.
Good thing about it is when you go into those wineries, for sure you know it, you can buy boxes of 6 bottles in a great price.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We brought home some very good wines.
Yeah.
Um, and what was our next stop, GT?
Cordova.
So, yeah, Cordoba was next, and kind of explain that to us, Julian, about that area.
Well, Cordoba is a kind of a special province in Argentina because their accent is a funny accent, really funny accent. First of all, then they drink a lot of Fernet. You know Fernet, that bitter drink
Mm-hmm.
with Coke. Okay,
Yep.
they drink that is I don't know. They drink liters of Fernet there. That's so it's north. Yeah, it's northeast of Buenos Aires. It's not so far from Buenos Aires. I think actually it's 2 hours, 3 hours drive. Um, it is you have the kind of weather of the north of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of warmer. They don't have, I think, 4 seasons. They have 2 seasons, kind of. You have this kind of forest jungle there in some certain areas of the north because they are closer to the north of the country, and then you have these kind of steppes or these the kind of high desert areas too. Um, I mean, and it's becoming really famous because the dove hunting. Like people know Cordoba more than know Patagonia many, many times. I mean, I guide people here that they are hunters, of course, and fishermen to say, "Hey, you live in Cordoba?" No, Cordoba is far from where I am. So I start to explain them, but it's north east of the country, kind of the same similarities with Buenos Aires, big city, good airport. I think it's the second or the third biggest city or province in Argentina. I mean, it's Rosario and Cordoba. Both provinces are really close to Buenos Aires. Um, yes, I mean, is the dove hunting there. I think is the main thing there. Is just and they have trouts in the mountains too.
Do they?
Yeah, like small trouts, but they are style. Yeah,
Nah, yeah, not good trout.
Not
like
massive trout.
Yeah.
yeah, but they start to get in there, just introducing trout, but they have problems with hot water. I mean, the water get really warm there during the summer, so trout is pretty sensitive in terms of oxygen, all that stuff. So yeah, Cordoba is a cool area. Is an area that you need to visit at least once. because the people, because it's a nice area, and is hunting is there. Is, I don't know. You did it. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I mean, it's very, the part of Cordoba that we were in was very agricultural.
Yes.
A lot of like row crops, kind of, I mean, like a Midwest breadbasket grain production kind of area, which is what's feeding all the doves that,
Yeah.
that you're shooting. And I mean, the doves, I'm going to sort of say this, are really looked at there as an agricultural pest more than a game bird. So,
Yes.
I don't,
Yes.
where should we start the story? Caitlin, start the story at the airport and leaving the airport and the sort of chain of events that befell us.
Yeah. So my mom was with us, and she doesn't really hunt. She fishes a little. She doesn't fly fish. And so from the beginning, she was a little bit skeptical, especially about this part of the trip. She was excited to see Argentina, but
Did you say a little bit skeptical?
But we were going
she
to.
wasn't going to go.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So this was the part of the trip she was not excited about, but we kept reassuring her, there's going to be a great lodge to stay at. You don't have to come out in the field hunting. You can stay at the lodge. They said there's services like massage available. They're going to pick us up from the airport and take us right to the lodge. So you won't have to go in the fields and be part of that at all. And she was okay with that. but that day,
but there's a but.
that day they picked us up from the airport and with a couple other
other hunters
parties, and we were driving to the lodge, and at some point we started to realize that we actually weren't going to be going right to the lodge. They were going to be taking us to our first hunting spot straight from the airport.
Oh, okay.
Which was fine for us, but I think what was going on, the motorcycle race was going on.
No, Dakar.
So there's
Dakar.
a really there's a really famous rally race. I think rally race is the way to describe it. The Paris to Dakar race, which obviously used to be run from Europe into North Africa.
Yes.
And they stopped doing it there because of the political situation. It wasn't safe to hold it there anymore, I think is how I've heard it. And they moved it to South America. Is it only Argentina, Julian, or does it cross country boundaries too?
Right now, they are only doing in Argentina, but I don't know where they made it last time. I don't know if it was Argentina again, but at that moment, they was like 3-4 years in a row the Dakar in Argentina.
So they still call it the Dakar race, and they're running it in Argentina that day. Like that day, it just happens to be going through Cordoba
on a road between us and the lodge.
Right.
Oh,
that we
geez.
had to cross. And it just, there was no question.
Yeah.
There was no like, oh, maybe we can go across the road.
Yeah. No way.
No. So
so panic set in for my mom.
Yeah.
Because she was uncomfortable with that idea from the beginning, and now she's being told that's what she has to do. And
put on your hunting gear.
She also thought we lied to her about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that didn't help.
Neezy was not happy about the situation. She got over it.
Yeah. Yeah. She settled down.
And then the rest of it, I mean, we stayed at a very nice lodge, right? GT.
Beautiful. Yeah. You get out of the van or whatever, and they hand you a cold drink, and meals were fantastic, and small, and just a few people at the lodge. Really.
Yeah. Like a dozen people or something.
A dozen of us there. Yeah, it was really, really nice. I mean, the funny thing is we've been sitting here talking for an hour,
Yep.
right? And we haven't even, and we're just getting to what was the whole point of this trip,
Right.
and this great deal on a dove hunt,
Yeah.
right? And what we quickly learned with the dove hunting and this whole trip was, even on the dove hunting trip, those 3 or 4 days, ultimately we spent more money on shotgun shells than I did for the whole dove hunting trip.
Sorry, GT. I spent some of GT's money on shotgun shells.
Except for Patagonia. And then they had on Patagonia and Buenos Aires and Mendoza.
Yeah.
Well, and it is interesting of the whole trip. If you told me I had to skip one part of the trip, like I could relive it, but I had to skip one part, I would skip the dove hunting.
Now that you've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
But
love.
Mike, you don't remember. I remember the first day of dove hunting. We're hunting and just shooting so much. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and the hunting is you basically post up at one spot, or there's a couple stations that you may rotate through. It's not like you're hiking around.
It's not hunting. It's shooting.
It's shooting.
It's shooting.
But we're sitting there shooting, and you turned to me and you said, "You remember what you said?"
No.
You said, "I think my whole life has led up to this moment."
Okay. Maybe I enjoyed it more than I remember.
Maybe. Okay.
And I do think that's one of the things. Like, we were there for 3 days. We did like an afternoon, 2 days, and a morning, I think, where we shot.
Yeah.
And I think a day of that would have been enough for me.
At least for my shoulder.
Yeah. Because you really are. I mean, like I said, they're an agricultural pest. They pick some of the birds up to eat, but they don't make an effort to get all of them. Okay, maybe you're helping to manage an agricultural pest, but it really, I mean, it is just shooting. And I guess what I would say about it is I think that there's these other like really amazing hunting opportunities in Argentina. There's a small upland bird there called a perdiz.
Yeah.
And then there are some other things I know that I talk to guides about. There's also really good waterfowl hunting there. Doves, you can easily go and shoot 1,000 shells in a day. No problem.
Yeah.
It's just shooting birds, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
And
It's an experience,
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Maybe you do it once, it is enough for you. Some people go every year for a week.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was designing a perfect week and it was going to be fishing and dove hunting, I would not dove hunt for more than a day.
Yeah.
I would I would do more fishing.
So can I ask a question, Julian? When you're not guiding and you're just going out in the outdoors in Patagonia, what do you do?
Well, we go with my family. When I am not guiding, rarely I fish in Patagonia, at least. If I have the chance to go fishing after I start fly fish for trout when I was 10 years old. I'm 44 now. So if I want to go fishing, I try to go fishing to other places, like Golden Dorado, saltwater, But if I am out with my family, they fish. I just row the boat again. And we spend the day out. Of course, they want to be more out, but I spend 200 days out normally in a year. So when I am not guiding, I just want to stay in my house, But it's easy in my area. Grab your car and drive for 20 minutes and being in the middle of nowhere, eating something with nobody around you, enjoying the wildlife, the good river or whatever. So we try to go out and just not big plans, but I share with my family a lot when I'm not guiding and when we go out,
Yeah.
It's a cool area, for in winter skiing, in the summer you go out kayaking, rafting, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just being out,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there a place in the world that you are interested in trying to fish that you haven't?
I want to do more saltwater. I mean, just fell in love with the saltwater. I started doing it like 10 years ago, maybe more. So, I want to just go more saltwater, like tarpon, permit, bonefish. I don't know if I have a specific spot, but I mean, saltwater, that's definitely my next trips. You know, if
Yeah.
I need to just pay a guide, I go for saltwater, no doubt.
My brother-in-law who got me into fly fishing to begin with loves saltwater fly fishing. He does a couple of trips every year. He's got this one guide, and I've been out with him a couple times down to into Mexico and baby tarpon fishing in Mexico, Campeche.
Yeah,
That's a lot of fun.
yeah, you have a lot of good water down there
Yeah,
in the south of the United States, of course.
yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
What's the saltwater fishing like in Argentina?
We don't have much saltwater fishing
Hmm.
for fly fishing. It's getting like slowly. Some people start to doing it right now of course, in the east area of Buenos Aires and Black River province. You can do some, but not that. We don't have warm water here, so the Atlantic Ocean here is cold,
Mm-hmm.
so you have these cold water species. um so it's not something really big here, but of course salt water is more in the Caribbean area, like Venezuela at that moment in Los Roques Island was a bonefish paradise. Of course, don't know anymore. But Keys, like
Mm-hmm.
Belize, Bahamas, all that area there, it's a great saltwater fishing. We don't have much of that. We have, in terms of fly fishing, good fly fishing in Argentina is all freshwater. Golden Dorado in the north of the country and trout in Patagonia.
Yeah, if for folks that listen to the podcast way back a while ago, I think in an episode called "For Better or Worse," Caitlin and I told the story, and we won't retell it here. But after we left Cordoba and went back to Buenos Aires, then we did like a 24-hour adventure to the Rio Paraná, and we almost got stuck in a little town called La Paz, and we thought we were going to miss our flight home, and GT and Nisi didn't know where we were. And Caitlin started out, like, we got done fishing, and Caitlin told me something like, in my mind, she told me something like I was a genius for having set up this trip because we caught a bunch of fish. And then when we thought we were going to miss our flight back, I think she was thinking I was an idiot. No, she probably shouldn't have married me. but anyway, Golden Dorado are this amazing fish. Julian, just give us a little bit about that fish and where they are and where somebody would go to fly fish for them in Argentina.
Yeah, I start to develop some operation for Golden Dorado as well.
Oh,
Yeah, I work with the lodge there, and is in the northern Paraná area. Paraná is a huge river. Um, the Golden Dorado is hard to describe. I mean, it's not like a trout. It's not. You need to just look it up. It's a golden yellow fish.
beautiful
um
fish.
Super aggressive. They live in that kind of not so clean water. It's a muddy water, but not extremely cloudy. It's because all that water, all the Paraná area, all the northeast, uh, came from south, from Brazil, from the jungle. They have another type of minerals there. For that reason, the water is different. You can find there are a lot of water there. Paraná River, Corrientes River. Even you can find them in La Plata. It's a freshwater fish, extremely aggressive. I mean, behave kind of a brown trout sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
When the brown trout they are hunting,
Yep.
that is the kind of fish that you can find, and they get really big. I mean, you can find fish 20 pounds, 20 something pounds.
Yep.
And it's a different experience. I mean, it's not like fishing for trout. It's more, everything is more aggressive in terms of casting, size of the flies, size of the rod. You fish from a motorboat normally. So you just hit the banks with big streamers, floating lines, and you strip back. You do this kind of a pocket fishing, that we do it for brown trouts in Patagonia. When we go for these big fish during the fall, we do this pocket fishing where we cast from the boat against the bank, under the willows, in the rock. So it's casting, casting, casting. For Golden Dorado, it's more or less the same. You just hit the banks, you see a log, you cast there, you strip back, and many, many, many times you see the fish chasing the fly with that huge mouth like that. They're so aggressive. I think I think he's one of the king of the freshwater fly fishing, Golden Dorado. I
I,
mean, you can find them north of the country, Brazil, Bolivia, all the jungle areas. There are certain areas when you can do side fishing for them. In
yeah.
these, they live in tiny creeks sometimes with this kind of a like tea color water.
Hmm.
You can see a group of five, six golden dorados. They are hunting each other. They eat mostly a fish called sabalo. Is the same family of the tarpon actually.
Hmm.
They live in fresh water. They are like from half pound into maybe 3-4 pounds. The golden dorado eat those sabalos when they are schooling. So you can see these huntings that they just smash those sabalos, and you put a fly that is kind of a small sabalo there, you strip back, and you see these massive fish just chasing your fly and taking it, and they really fight. I mean, they
Yeah.
fight like a trout, but many times they are bigger than a trout, so it's hard to hold it. They want to just run into the next run, so you need to follow them. Um, it's a really interesting, and it's becoming more popular and popular. But always is a but. The areas where you go, they are kind of a wild areas. I mean, it's a jungle, so
Yeah.
mosquitoes. You need to be ready to spend many hours under that kind of conditions.
Where we fished for them in La Paz, the river is like, I mean, imagine the Mississippi with barge traffic, carrying giant mining equipment. I remember, like huge dump trucks on barges going up and down the river. And then we were it was flooded at the time, and we were kind of fishing mostly in the backwaters. But like you're saying, Julian, I mean, I really think that they are in the top, 10 freshwater fish, whether you're fly fishing or spin fishing for them.
Yeah.
They most of the ones we caught jumped a lot. They do a lot of jumping, and then they're in, as you're saying, all the way from that huge Mississippi River at New Orleans size water, all the way down to small streams, which I'd actually really love to go and do that sometime. Fish for them in smaller water, but really,
Yeah, it's a river in, I think it's Salta province, called Dorado River,
I like the sound
Rio
of that.
Dorado. Yeah, man. I mean, oh, it's a four-wheel trucks, take days to get there.
Yeah.
You need to really take care of the things that bite you, because everything can kill you there. But yeah, I need to tell you the truth. You just spray all kind of poison into your body because you have ticks, and ticks are amazing, man. You don't know, you just ended up the day just covered by ticks because you need a special clothes.
Hmm.
But once you get there, you say, okay, I get it. I mean, all this suffer for this, good. I mean, massive fish just in a small creek, and you have maybe one cast. But if you do it right, you can have the fish of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
Cool.
Yeah. So we are.
You lost me at ticks.
Yeah. I mean, it's of course that's the extreme way to do it. I mean, big fish sometimes require a lot of effort, but then you have places where it's not like that.
Yeah.
You can float, like you float in Patagonia and just cast against the bank. But the Golden Dorado is becoming something that we can do it too. Like trout, Golden Dorado. Just mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Best season is when it's not so hot, so you can do November, October, November, December. So we are trying to mix it up with Patagonia. We have groups that fish there first, and then they come down with us.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good plan for like 6 days of fishing, three in gold, three for Dorado, three for trout.
Yeah. Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Um, GT sort of started down this path, but I was curious, Julian, if when you have the opportunity to travel in Argentina that's not for work, if you're going somewhere with your family, where do you go? Like, where's the place that Argentinians go that maybe, folks coming from the States don't think about?
Well, we go to the Atlantic Ocean a lot. It is there are small cities south of Buenos Aires where you can spend a week there during vacations. Nice places, not much people, nice coast there. So we go there once in a year at least with the whole family. um, that's a place where you can go. If you don't like the beach, if you don't like just being in the ocean, maybe not. Of course, some people don't like it.
Right.
I get it. But if you wanna more like do more thing like mountains climbing or that kind of stuff, or just be in the mountain hiking, you can just keep going south. We just keep going south, and more you go south from my area is like being here in Wyoming. I mean, it's nobody, big extension of land, animals. You just keep going and going, and it's like nicer, no people. So we go south a lot too. You can grab that road 40. Road 40 go from the really end to my country till the top,
Mm-hmm.
the same road. North, you have the north area and the south 40, north 40 and south 40. So you can just grab that road there, go south, just be in the middle of nowhere, keep fishing. You will find places with nobody, and maybe you can find huge fishes, like in the
Mm-hmm.
middle of nowhere, and nobody's fishing for them. um, if you want to go north, you just grab the 40 north and you just go through Mendoza, San Juan. You just keep going, Salta for the Golden Dorado. But yes, we go to the coast um, once in a year. We like to do that. Um, my wife love more than coast love mountains. She born in Bariloche, so she's a mountain woman. So yeah, yeah. So she want to stay like doing the climbing, the hiking. So we go with the kids south. Yeah, you just grab your truck. You need to load it with a lot of gas, an extra gas,
Uh-huh.
because sometimes you don't find gas stations there. An extra spare of tires. You just start driving. You stop whatever you want, put your tent there. It's windy, super
Mm-hmm.
windy, but
Like Wyoming.
like Wyoming. That's
Right.
it. Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like many people from United States, mostly young people,
Mm-hmm.
that they make these documentals or shows in YouTube or Instagram, that they just came to Argentina, sorry, just bought a car and start driving south, and they just you can see how they get amazed with just finding rivers and places and just cool people. And yeah, it's Patagonia. I think is a great place still on Earth.
Yeah.
With no pollution, not much people. It's not much developed. And if you are from another country and you don't know Patagonia, you should come at least once in your life.
I agree.
Mhm.
I think I should come at least twice.
Okay, sounds good.
Anything else that I forgot about our trip to mention?
What?
No.
You're looking at me like you.
Well, you got to say something. It's a podcast, so if people can't hear you, look at me.
Well, are you fishing for a certain answer?
No, not at all.
No.
I just wondered if there was anything else, any other Argentina trip stories to tell before we signed off.
I can't think of any.
Can't either.
It was just an amazing trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and some people, I will add this, that some people is more a city person, but they enjoy fishing.
Yeah.
They so Buenos Aires as a city, I think is a really interesting place. I mean, if you are not that wild or that outdoorsy person, that we get it. I mean, I like to be in a nice city sometimes, and
Yeah.
just drive around and see the architecture, see the history. So Buenos Aires is a city that you need to know. It's one of the capitals in the world, like
Mhm.
New York, Buenos Aires,
Mhm.
France, like Paris in France. So those places that you need to go. You need to just enjoy the culture, enjoy the food, the people, watch a football match, maybe,
Oh
and
yeah.
Mhm.
just
Y-
see that how we you will understand more. About the World Cup if you see a match here in Argentina, because people it's just their entire life passed through that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
I
so
think,
yeah, I think Buenos Aires is another thing that they need to know it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a beautiful city. I felt very comfortable traveling around on the trains
Yep.
and so forth in Buenos Aires. And I
Yeah.
think for that whole trip, what made that trip so perfect was the combination. For me,
Yeah.
we stayed in Buenos Aires. We took a cooking class in
Oh,
somebody's
yeah.
house. That was really
Ah,
fun. And
Yeah, we learned to make empanadas,
learned to make empanadas.
and we learned about
nice.
torrentes there.
That's
Yeah.
right.
The liar grape.
Yeah, yeah, and so just the range and that the big city to the middle of nowhere to wine countries and so forth. There's just the mix of activities was really the coolest thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a great travel tip overall. To try to find a cooking class that is like in somebody's home. Like I think that is a really nice way to get like a little bit of an intimate look at culture, because that you're right, and we should have mentioned that was really great. We took a cooking class. It was like there were maybe 8 people total, so us and 4 others. It was in an apartment, and the woman was super knowledgeable, and they taught us to make empanadas, which are a thing in Argentina, and
Hmm.
that was really it was great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for like there are four important points in Argentina: waterfalls in the north, all that Golden Dorado and
Yeah,
Paraná River, glacier south, Patagonia, Trouts, the winery country on the west, Malbec, wineries, good food, and the big city on the right side, Buenos Aires.
yeah,
Beef restaurant, this experience that you had as cooking in somebody's house and see the culture, see them. I miss empanadas, so you mentioned it, and I almost cried.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
And we
the
did that.
empanadas.
We covered that whole gamut in
yeah,
2 weeks. In 2 weeks,
yep,
We
and,
didn't see the
and
waterfall.
we didn't see waterfall. You're right. Yeah. The last point I'd make too is traveling inside the country was so easy.
it
Yeah.
was.
Flying
The domestic flights.
the
were
domestic
very
flights
easy.
was really nice, inexpensive and quite easy.
Yep,
Yeah, it's a lot. As we talked at the really beginning, is a long country. You need to just you cannot drive.
Yeah.
You
right.
can drive, of course, but you need a month.
Yes,
Yeah.
So you take planes all over the place. Could be a pain. Ezeiza, Aeroparque, Ezeiza, when you get into the country, uh, because you fly into international, then you need to switch into the domestic when you come into Bariloche area straight,
Yep.
So, but it's nothing that you can do easy, It's just take an Uber, take a cab or whatever. Um, but yes, it's airports everywhere, connections everywhere, and this is more and more. I mean, more airlines, more service. Yeah, Argentina have issues in many different aspects, but we still improving in other aspects too. So yeah, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
good.
And one thing worth mentioning is because from here you're traveling mostly north and south instead of east and west like you would be for Asia or Europe. You don't have as dramatic a time difference, right? How much is the time difference, Julian, between you in Casper and your family in Bariloche
Three
right now?
hours.
Right.
3 hours. It's
So
it's not so bad. I mean, it's fine. It's nothing that you need to adapt it once you are here.
right, you don't have that
You
big jet lag factor
No,
of
maybe a
changing.
day, maybe a day. You just feel like tired. Couple
Right.
days, but yes, you're exactly right. You don't have those 6 hours gap, 7 hours gap, or
Yeah.
12. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
think it was
that is
7
really
or
easy.
I think it was 7 or 8 where we were even in Norway last year, and that's, not all that far
That kill
away.
you. Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard.
yeah, yeah.
Um okay, Julian, so how I want to make sure folks know how to get a hold of you. How should somebody
Well,
reach out if they want to come fish Patagonia?
okay. So the easiest way is just go through my website. Is massivetroutflyfishing.com. And you have all the information there. Actually, from there, you can shoot me an email. I don't want to give you my Argentinian cell phone number now
Sure.
because I am using another number from United States right now. But you can just find me there, shoot me an email. You can see what we do. One thing about us is that we don't. There are some companies that request certain amount of days for fish
Mhm.
with them, like 1 week is the minimum. No, in our cases, you can fish half day till 10 days. You can do overnight trips. You can just set the lodging with us, or no, just the fishing. So we are really open to do whatever you want. Just provide you experience that you want. So yeah, just go through the website. I am the owner. I'm the head guide. My one of my rules is if it's your first time fishing with us, I will guide you
There
as
you
an
go.
owner. Maybe you keep coming. I'm busy with another guys, whatever. You will have my guides that they are good guys with a lot of knowledge, experienced guides, cool people. But yeah, just go through my website. That's it. You have all the what you need there. General information. You have the map there. You know where we are. That's really important to understand. Like where I'm going. I mean, great about the fishing, great the rates, whatever. But where I'm going. So we've been talking about that. But
Yeah.
if you see it in the map, oh, okay, I'm here and I need to go there. That is really important for people that are investing money in a nice trip, for understand a little bit of everything. You need to have like the whole pictures before do something like this.
Yeah. And I think that's really important that like we didn't take any gear with us. You provided, waders and rods and everything else we needed.
Yep.
We could have taken stuff if we wanted to go to the trouble of packing things, but and one of the ways that I came to you, Julian, was just that. Like I knew, we weren't going to pack gear, and we had Denise with us. It wasn't a serious fishing trip. It was a day or two of fishing, and I think anybody that's going, like you're saying, Julian, it's going to Argentina, visiting the country, seeing Bariloche, seeing Patagonia is all totally worth it. And even if you're not there just to fish, a half a day or a day of fishing with you is just going to be an amazing experience for folks, and easy to do, and not a commitment to a fishing lodge or anything like that. So
Yeah, and some people believe that you need to know how fly fish. You need to have an experience. You need to be an intermediate. No,
I've proven for 20 years that you don't need to know how to fly fish. To fly fish.
Yeah. We
So yeah, it's a just lived experience, to just some people learn fly fishing in Patagonia.
Yeah.
You don't have better than that.
No,
Like
right.
the
What a
first
place.
time with fly fishing rod catching a trout was in Patagonia for the very first time. So then that maybe they keep doing it or not. I mean,
I bet
it's
they
just an
do.
experience. Yeah, probably yes, but beside that is exactly what you say, Mike. I mean, there's a lot of non-angler things to do
Yeah.
in Bariloche. Like a lot of things to do. Is the city is well prepared to just give you different experiences. Like a city tour where you can pass through all the chocolate factories because we have all
Oh
that
yeah.
Swiss.
Very good
Like
chocolate.
chocolate is really good there. The downtown, the main street is really
Hmm.
cool with all the souvenir shops, and it's a nice area with all winery shops there too. Um, I don't know, from horseback riding till bird watching, hiking, climbing, kayaking, scuba diving in that huge lake that we have in front of the city. The second biggest lake in Argentina, 500 meters deep, gin clear water that came from the glacier. So a lot of things to do. I mean, and if you want to go fishing, okay, let's go.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's you need if you want to just have experience of a little bit of Bariloche, you need a couple days because it is a lot of things to do. Worth it.
for sure. And if somebody wants to try to connect with you and fish with you while you're here in the States in our summertime, how do they do that?
They can do it in the same way. I mean, I will connect them through the companies that I work here, with Wyoming anglers and cowboy drifters. But same thing, like go through my website,
Okay.
a massivetroutflyfishing.com. Um, just contact me through there. An email is the easiest way. And if I'm not here, they want to still fish the North Platte, I will give you a good recommendations in terms of company and guides. I know a lot of people here that they can put you in a really good day of fishing here in the
Okay.
North Platte. Yeah.
Well, Julian, thank you so much for giving us your time to do this podcast. It was really nice to talk to you again and relive our trip, and it really makes me want to start to plan another one. It makes me want to get Robert to Argentina.
Yeah.
So I hope
Thank you. I really appreciate that you think in me. Just give me the chance to speak about my country and my business. So I hope you see each other again down there or here, whatever you want. Just share a couple hours in the water again. So
let's
thank you very much,
let's
guys.
do it soon. And of course, we're gonna go make a meal and we're gonna open a bottle of Malbec. And
Nice.
I hope we're going to watch Argentina beat Spain in the World Cup final. So
Let's see, man.
Yeah.
You
Probably.
you make me think again. Really.
It's gonna happen.
I was distracted a little bit.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening, and thanks Caitlin and GT for joining today.
Of course.
As always, you can find all of our content on our website, www.outdoorrules.com. I'll make sure that I put the link to Massive Fly Fishing up there, and I'm sorry, Massive Trout Fly Fishing, Julian's company, and I really hope that if you've listened to this, that you'll connect with Julian, because it really was a wonderful experience being with him in Argentina. So thanks
Thank
again,
you, Mike.
everybody. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you.
Bye bye.
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 Hunting and fishing, the great outdoors, mixing history, laughter, love, and folklore, creating memories with family and friends. These are the trophies that matter in the end. Outdoor rules.